Hey Mina Venner, it's Heather from Tidy Life, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about an area of your home that you've probably been putting off decluttering: jewelry. See, jewelry walks that fine line between fashion and sentimental, so it can be hard to let go of things. So one of the things I recommend to my clients is to not do jewelry right after you've done clothing. I recommend either categorizing it with kimono or leaving it until the end and doing it with sentimental. That way, you've had some time to establish your joy checking abilities, and it makes the whole process a lot easier. You know yourself best, so you do it when you feel ready. Now, before we get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Now, I actually KonMari'd my jewelry about 2 years ago, but my jewelry wearing habits have changed, and not just because of the pandemic. Just as my fashion style has evolved as I've gotten older, so has my preferences for jewelry. Now I prefer pieces that are more simple. I'm not going to make a pile this time because for me it would be counterproductive. Unless your jewelry is already in a heap, there's no reason to intentionally tangle everything. I'm going to start with the easiest for me to declutter. For you, it may be something else. I tend to keep some sentimental stuff in here on purpose because it makes me smile when I look at it. So starting with my watches, I have my current style, the rose gold, and this silver one was my high school graduation present from my parents. But I haven't been able to wear it since having kids because it pinches my wrist, so it's going to leave. This one is an art project from college. It's a photo I took of my husband, and I converted an antique watch to a locket of sorts. If you find pieces in your collection that only have unhappy memories or are associated with negative feelings, go ahead and let it go. Give somebody else the chance to make new memories with it, new happy memories. Now I'm going to move on to necklaces. I have some costume jewelry from my grandmother's, and as you can see, it's pretty poor quality. Even some of the so-called pearls are flaking off. I've enjoyed treasure hunting at antique stores and vintage shops over the years. I went through a phase of wearing large statement necklaces, but over the years I got rid of the ones that no longer suited me. I have some fast fashion necklaces that were pretty trendy, and I wear them from time to time. Here's another one of those statement pieces. This one here was my mom's necklace from the 60s, I think, and I used to wear it a lot in high school and through my 20s. Actually, I know right away it's something I'm not going to wear again. This little butterfly is such a fun one. It's not one I wear very often, but when I do wear it, I really enjoy it. This sparkly one is a Sorelli necklace. They're a really cool company. They're a small woman-owned business. I really prefer to support small craftsmen or buy things secondhand. Etsy is another of my favorite places to shop. I think this one was purchased on Etsy. Love the color, even though it likes to tangle itself. I really think it's pretty. These here are some of my fast fashion pieces, some trendy ones that are here today and gone tomorrow. This one has a little star on it. I went through a phase where I really liked stars. All my jewelry and clothes had stars on it. This one here is a little ornery. It's cute, sparkly. I don't know if you can see, it's already tangled up. I'll just detangle that later. So I definitely know I'm not going to wear this again. This one I probably won't wear either, but my daughter's asked to see everything before I get rid of it, and I think she's had her eye on this one. This one, I just don't wear it anymore. I know I won't wear this one. Yes, this is the ordinary one. It's not worth keeping. It never stays where it should. This one I actually like. There aren't a lot of trendy pieces that I like, but this one's kind of fun, and it's heavy enough to stay where it's supposed to stay. This one I can let go. So the purpose of wearing jewelry is to boost your confidence. Same with makeup and clothes. Everything should make you feel better, more of who you want to show to the world. So If you have jewelry that's just not the right size for you, maybe earrings too big or too small, depending on what your style is, you want to make sure that you just get that out of your life. Just let it go. Your jewelry and your outfit, it shouldn't make you feel self-conscious. Moving on to bracelets. This one here was costume jewelry, probably from my mom or my grandma. Looks like something from the 60s. It would have been popular. And this one's just a very sparkly one. Pretty sure I made these two sometime during my jewelry making phase. This one was kind of fun. I found this at an antique store in high school, and I believe they're Balinese dancers. Then this one's just a very simple one, silver. And another simple one in rose gold. You know, it's actually really good to clasp your necklaces and your bracelets so they don't get tangled up, at least not as easily. So this one here was actually a gift, and it's really beautiful, but it doesn't fit on my wrist very well. And then if I do have it on, it makes my skin turn green and leaves a red mark from where it's too tight. I think I'm gonna have to let it go. This one's just not my style anymore. I used to wear it a lot. Same goes for these two. They just aren't my style anymore. This one has fun memories, but I even had to add a BB chain because the clasp would come apart so easily. I always thought I would fall off and I'd lose it. I can let it go. This one too. It's nice and sparkly. I sound like a magpie, drawn to sparkly things. I don't know. I'm on the fence. This is a maybe. It can stay for now. These two can stay. They're more simple, like my current style. Now I have some pins. These pins are from my equestrian days, my pony club days. They're called stock pins. This is a small one for when I wore just the collar, and this larger one was for the full proper stock tie when you had to tie it. Now they actually work really well as sweater or scarf pins. I have a hair comb in here. I don't know why I kept it. My hair is not that long anymore. It's the only one I have. I have some other pins that have been around forever. I have some single earrings that I also use as pins. It's kind of a nice way to repurpose things you otherwise wouldn't wear. These are a little sentimental, or at least the Pony Club one is. I also have my Swedish American Women's Club pins. I think that's about it for my pins. These I'll definitely keep because they're useful. This, I just don't have the hair for it, so away it goes. I love using these in the wintertime, just making sure I don't stab myself with it. And this one, because I can do a little grouping on my hat or my jacket. This one I used to wear a lot, and you might be able to see that the bits have broken off, but horses aren't a part of my life anymore, so I'm gonna let it go. This is sentimental, so I'm gonna keep it. Same with these. So that's it for my pins. Now I have some rings and charms and random bits left, so let's do those next. I really only wear my wedding rings, so these can go. My turquoise charms, I like those. I love my Baltic amber, my green amber. This is my favorite. I'm definitely keeping that. This basic disc, I don't need that. Now this little bird has been with me since I was very, very small. I think 6 or 7 years old is when I got it. So it's definitely sentimental. Actually, that's where jump rings can come in handy. I can put it back on another necklace if I want to wear it. I keep some of these pieces that look like they're broken because they help modify my jewelry to fit better if needed. But then I have these random crystals. I'll probably just add them to my craft box. Okay, so now on to earrings. I have these earrings for the holidays. They're super fun. These cameo earrings I found at an antique store as a teen, but they're clip-ons and they hurt like hell. Some more Sorelli jewelry, good for nights out. These are a little dusty. They're very sparkly. These a friend back in the States made for me before I left. She's the one who taught me how to crochet, and she makes super cute crafts. I wore them a lot in the last 5 years, but now my style's more simplified, understated. These are kind of bent. I like to get unique pieces from Craftsman and Etsy. I think that's where I got these. Some were gifts. They're so delicate and really fine craftsmanship. Actually, my earrings are the catalyst for why I started this project today. Even though I've had my ears pierced since I was 12 or so, I've been wearing some junk jewelry and fast fashion. They probably contain nickel. Some that were given to me from my kiddos. and they were irritating my ears to the point where they always hurt while I was wearing earrings. These were made by metalworking students at my college. I used to love to wear these. My Baltic Amber is also a favorite. I absolutely love it. I got them from craftspeople, but my hair was long and brown and curly, and I felt super comfortable wearing them. Now that my hair is silver and short and a little straighter, they just don't feel right on me. So this weekend, my teen got her ears triple pierced for her birthday, and I took her to a proper piercing studio, and they did an amazing job, by the way. And I decided then that I needed to switch to some stainless steel body piercing jewelry for my ears. Now I don't have to worry about taking them out if I don't want to because they just don't bother me anymore. It's such a great feeling. I really have accumulated a lot of these little studs over the years. Some of these were given to me from my daughter. Ones that she's kind of outgrown, but I still think they're cute. These are fun. Definitely going to keep these. These hurt too much, so bye-bye. I let go of all my pearl jewelry, so I don't really need these. I'll keep my Sorelli for a special night out. Maybe someday we'll actually get to go out on a date again. These are really fun, but I'm going to let them go so someone else can enjoy them. These little guys can all go. Same with these. They're pretty, but they hurt my ears, and I'm in the point in my life where comfort is a priority. So now I don't need to keep these, even though they're super cute. Fast fashion, studs, poor quality, very cheap. These amber earrings, and the dangling earrings, I really love them, but they just aren't who I am anymore. I need to let go of them. So now that I've finished joy checking all my jewelry, I've ended up with a lot less than I expected. I hesitate to say I have a minimalist amount of jewelry now. So it's time to put things back. Time to organize. I've lined up all my little sentimental objects to watch over me as I put things back. When putting things back, I like to start with the largest pieces first since they take up the most real estate. So I think I'll add the necklaces in this area. I'm trying to give each necklace its own space so that it doesn't get tangled up. This is actually my favorite necklace, and I use it for all of my charms, so I'll let my loose charms live in there with it. I recommend organizing your jewelry so that you can see it all at a glance. I think I'll put my watch here, and my sentimental watch locket can live next to it. Let's also add my bracelets because I tend to wear them together. I think the sparkly pins want to live here. And then my holiday earrings, they can live right below it. This looks like a good spot for my pins. And my going out earrings, well actually it looks like I will need to keep a couple of those earring backs if I want to be able to wear them properly. Let's put these here. That seems like an awful lot of space. No, I don't like that. Let's try again. Let's put these pins up here and the earrings down here. No, this just doesn't feel right. Sometimes you need to play around with the location until it feels right. These sparkly pins seem to want a little extra space. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now all my little sentimental treasures can go back so that I can look at them and they can make me smile. And I have some little glass beasties. They're cute. This is an amulet that I made in college. No, high school. Another little glass creature. I don't think I need to keep both of my little paper cranes. I think my amulet wants to live over here. That looks good. I think I'm done. So this is what the after looks like. So thanks for watching, and I hope that this inspired you to go through your jewelry. I know you can do it. Let me know in the comments how it works out for you. I'll see you next time. Hej då!